If you have any questions, of course, let me know. My name is Danielle. Hello, guys. Welcome to Team Talk. It is January 12th. It's the first Team Talk of the year. I'm so excited. So I have scheduled Team Talks out to hopefully be in order of most beneficial to you. But if anybody ever has any ideas for what you'd like to hear from me about your business and training ideas, I'm more than happy to, take suggestions if I am flexible. Okay, real quick before we start, I want to give out some shout outs. I know it's not quite the 15th, Friday, it's the 15th. But those who are already active, I'm like blown away. Krista, shout out to you, Krista. Diana, Bailey, which she is one of our newest team members, and then also really close to being active, Zaina, Scarlett, Denise, Sherry, and Gina, and Jasmine. Oh my gosh, and Megan. You guys are all within like dollars of being halfway there. So awesome. And Kelsey, you too. Oh my goodness. So congratulations, you guys have been working it. I'm proud of you. Those of you guys who are hoping for, well, I have a question for you. Let's start this way. Would you rather spend 30 minutes individually with 10 people individually, I should say, over the course of like, what is that? 30 minutes for 10 people is about 5 hours for 400 PRV. That means like answering their questions, telling them about how something might work. Would you rather spend 30 minutes with 10 people individually, basically 5 hours, collecting orders for 400 PRV? That's not bad. It's $20 per hour, which is pretty darn awesome if you think about it. Or would you rather spend 2 hours in front of 10 people at the same time, answering any questions, sharing Scentsy with them, spending only about 2 to 3 hours, maybe 2 hours if you're really practiced, 3 hours if you're getting the hang of things, for that same amount of 400 PRV, which equals to be about $33 to $50 an hour? Which would you rather do? I know about you guys, but I have lots on my calendar, and I know that 2 to 3 hours sounds a lot better than 5. So that is one of the biggest takeaways. Well, there's quite a few takeaways, but that's one of the takeaways I hope that you get from realizing the power of a party. Now, I say party, but it doesn't have to be called a party. In fact, if you can avoid using the word party, that's even better. We can think of them as events, gatherings when we're pre-COVID or after COVID, post-COVID times, safe. Gatherings, or it can be virtual gatherings, socials, Scentsy socials, baskets, like basket parties, bags, totes also fall in that category. Bingo bash or girls' night in. Those are all ways in which you can get Scentsy in front of more than one person at a time. And that's going to not only save you time, but it's also really fun for them to be hanging out with their friends, even virtually. Of course, when you are having something virtually, in order to get about 10 people there, the golden rule, if you will, is usually about 50 invites equals, hopefully, you're working towards half of them to RSVP, so 25 RSVPs, 25 people saying, yeah, I want to go hang out, even virtually. And that should equal about 10 people ordering. If 25 people click on going, 13-ish usually show up, and 8 to 10 usually order. In-person parties for the future, if you're watching this in the future, when we have home parties again, usually if you invite about 30 people, 10 people will actually be able to make it. That's usually the 30 to 40 is a good golden rule for in-person events. Of course, that's after COVID when it's safe. So that leaves us with the question, how are we going to get our calendars filled with these kinds of events, these kinds of parties, if you will? Well, here's the thing. The difference in the success of somebody who is maybe someone with a team or a leader who has really high PRV, the only difference between you and them is that they've heard a heck of a lot more no's than maybe you have. They probably, I can guarantee it because I'm one of them. I can guarantee it that they have felt just like you, possibly the way you might feel right now, worried about what others might think about you for asking them to host a party or whatever word you want to use. You might also feel scared, like I know I have felt scared about what they might say or what they might think. And you don't definitely you might feel like you don't want to bother anybody, just like I know I have felt the same way. And I know many people on our team have felt the same way too. So to get something though that you've never had before, which is a full party calendar, possibly, you have to do something you've never done before. So I know it's kind of like, okay, that's a, of course, duh kind of moment. But when you put it that way, it really, you have to stop and think about it. If you've never had that before, it's because you've never done the things to get there, or you won't ever have those things until you do the things that you've never done. So we got to take a deep breath, embrace the 10 outrageously courageous seconds, and just send the message, do the asking, make the call, however you want to phrase it, and expect them to say no. When you expect them to say no, it actually isn't so scary. You're like, oh, good, they said no, like I thought they would. And actually, the yeses will become a pleasant surprise. And more people are going to tell you no, no thanks, or they might even ignore you. It happens. It's not about you. It's about them. It just might not be the right time. So you have to keep in mind that if you don't ask for what you want, you won't ever get it. You don't get what you don't ask for. Or Oprah Winfrey puts it, you get in life what you have the courage to ask for. So you have to just be outrageously courageous for 10 seconds to get that first no, and then get the second no, and so forth and so on. But before we get to asking, though, there are some things to consider to ask yourself. Do people in your life know that you use Scentsy products? Like, do they think of you when they think of Scentsy? Not that you sell it, but that you just love using the products. Do you post flyers in your social media, or do you post real life photos of your Scentsy life? And I say that there is a difference in that because, well, what do people use Facebook for? They don't necessarily go to Facebook to be sold to, and people actually don't like to be sold to. Think of it when you go to a store, like a boutique, and someone comes up to you and says, can I help you? And starts asking you questions and kind of doesn't leave you alone. People usually don't like that. They're not really keen to be quote unquote bothered. However, people go to Facebook for social interaction. So are the photos and things that you're sharing of your Scentsy life, are they socially, or are they more real life? Are they casual? They're not selling, maybe they're telling stories instead. Those are questions that you have to ask yourself, and you have to maybe do like what's the word? Where you not edit. You look back at your last 10, 20 posts and I can't think of the word. Authenticate? No, that's the wrong word. Audit. There we go. Audit, not edit. Audit. You audit your last 10 posts and you take a look at them and say, well, are they selling, or is it something that I'm just sharing? Again, Facebook is for social interaction, so they don't want to be sold to. So a behavior that you can easily adapt into your daily life that will make sure that you're keeping up with all of these, sorry. There's Megan, there's Crystal. Hi, guys. I lost my train of thought. Adapt, let me go to my notes. So these are the behaviors, in other words, that you can adapt to your daily life that will help you with all of it will basically help you with making sure that you're social on Facebook and people know that you use Scentsy as well. So here's some more ideas. Share at least one photo a day of your Scentsy life. Your actual Scentsy life. Like, are you doing laundry with our products? Maybe you've never tried laundry before. Okay, so next time you have free and half price credits to use, you're gonna order some laundry. Try stuff that you've never tried before. Maybe you just washed the dishes and your hands are dry, so now you wanna go put lotion on. Is it a Scentsy lotion? Take a quick picture of it and say, oh my gosh, this works amazing after I just washed all the dishes. Maybe you wash the dishes with the Scentsy clean dish soap. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Did you change your wax? Did your pet have a stinky fart or something, and you spread a little pet freshener on them? Or In your car, did you put in a new scent circle, or are you driving down through traffic and you're just like taking a moment to breathe and you realize your scents are helping that, whatever scent product you have in there, whether it's a car bar or scent circle or mini diffuser or a Scentsy Go, take a picture of that. People want to see your Scentsy life. Are you relaxing while you read, or are you reading stories to your kids before bed and you put in something in their diffuser? Are you giving them a bath and using Scentsy soak? Did your 6-year-old fib about washing their hands and you double checked that she did wash her hands because you can smell the Scentsy soap on her hands? That's me. Yeah. It's so easy to tell because I can smell it. But those are the kinds of things that you're doing already in your daily life. You're not going out of your way. You're just living your regular life. And when you share photos of that, you're telling stories. And when you tell stories, people are going to see that Scentsy benefits your life. And so they might like your photo. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But anywho, another thing you can do is you can, oops, there's Megan. You can make posts where you expect somebody to reply to the post. In other words, you can ask silly questions like, what's for dinner? How was your day? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love folding the laundry? Obviously, that's a little bit ironic. It's a joke, but people are going to reply because it's a question. Multiple choices questions are also awesome, like what is your favorite dessert? Brownies, ice cream, or brownies and ice cream. See, it's funny. When you make posts that have a question or engagement, they invite engagement, then you're going to have people comment. We can't hear anything. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Thanks. Megan, I'm recording this. I don't know why is it that you're not hearing anything. I'm recording it, Megan, so for sure. And if you want my notes, I'll send you my notes. Maybe, I don't know what to say about how to fix it. If you tried restarting it or something, that might work. If anyone wants to type in the chat for her real quick to give her some ideas, if anybody might know what could help her, that would be wonderful. Yeah, so you can make posts, because when you make posts, it's going to boost your algorithms. When you make posts that people are invited to reply to, it's a social thing and people are going to engage with your posts. So that basically those kinds of posts will boost the social aspect of your profile. Facebook will know that and will reward you, saying, oh my gosh, she's being really social. I'm going to show more of her posts to more people. That's the algorithm. Meaning your Scentsy life photos are going to be seen by more people. And if they're engaging with you, you might get different people seeing your Scentsy life pictures, which could potentially turn into team members or hosts or even customers. Okay. All right. If anyone, by the way, side note, if anyone ever asks how much something is, let's say you've posted a picture of a warmer or diffuser or your dish soap or what have you, does anybody know what to say? Like, let's say someone says, how much is that diffuser? What would you say? Anyone want to take a crack at it?
I'll send you a message.
How about free?
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Whoever goes.
Okay, so I was just gonna say, how about, what if I told you I could get it to you for free?
Yes, Crystal, I heard Nancy say the same thing. Kelsey, what did you say?
Yeah, I said the same thing.
I said, let me send you a message, and then that's when you'd be like, oh, well, you know, it's this much and we have bundles, but you know the best deal is if you throw a party with me.
There you go.
A qualifying party.
There you are. Absolutely. You guys all nailed it. So exactly. You could always say, I would say, well, everything actually has 3 prices: free, half price, or at cost. So free or half price with a party, or guys are absolutely right on track. Or even if they wanted to be a consultant in the future, you're planting a seed right there with that question. And they might ask you for more information. Like, of course they're going to say, well, how can I do that? Or they might already kind of know how it works, and they say, okay, well, that means I have to have a party. But that's a way to, at the very least, if they're not going to host a party, you've planted a seed. Like, they know about it. You've done your job. You've told them about how they could possibly get that for a greater deal. Tiny, write the word tiny in capital uppercase letters on your page, because it's an acronym. an acronym that I want you to keep in mind when you are offering parties or ways to get stuff. Oh, it says that I was working out. When do I ever work out? Watch. That's weird. All right. Yeah, so Tiny, being a successful consultant also requires you to have a mindset where it's their interests. Their interests should lead the way, not yours. So that's Tiny, their interests. It's an acronym for not yours, T-I-N-Y. Not to negate your interests. Like, you guys have PRV goals, and that's important, and they do matter. But they're only important to you, unless maybe they're your spouse or your partner, your mom or your dad, maybe your children. They probably don't care if they're not one of those people. Not even your siblings probably care that much. I mean, ask my brother. My brother, to this day, after 6 years of being a Scentsy consultant, he refuses to share my posts. It's just not his thing. He doesn't care. And that's okay. He doesn't have to care. Just like, yeah, I can't get over it. But anyways, I'm mad at him. No. We have to keep their interests at the heart of every conversation, especially when we're offering them a party. So they aren't invested in our story, not yet anyways, in your story as a consultant. You should be sharing your story on social media, by the way, and down the road, when you've been at being a Scentsy consultant for a while, they're going to start to care more about you and your goals. In fact, so much so that when you're up against a deadline, like let's say an incentive trip down the future, and you share the fact that you're so close to your goal, and because that's part of my Scentsy journey, right? And that's what I did this past December. They're going to place an order just to help you out because you've shown first that you care more about their interests and not just yours. So you just kind of have to show that the whole entire time. And then at the, in a time crunch, they'll care. They will care. Okay, so you have to, you have to not ask them for a party. I already said this in my wording. I don't know if you've caught it quite yet, but you have to offer them a party. So asking sounds like they're doing you a favor, when in truth, actually, is that you're offering them a chance to get a better deal, like free, half price, or maybe at cost if they decide they want to join. And your time is limited too, so you can only fit in so many parties or events in 1 month. You have limited spots to offer someone a chance to get what they want for a better deal. But here's the thing, what is it that they want? You have to know that. When you're living the Scentsy life and sharing and not selling on social media, you're telling stories. People are going to care more about you when they know that you care, and that you care about them and what they want, and they feel connected to you. So you have to pay attention to what it is that they want. What is it that they want? I don't know. You guys have to pay attention. It says, have they liked or commented on all your diffuser posts that you've made before? Or like, you can go back and look through your Scentsy posts and see if there's a theme there with somebody. Or do they have dogs, cats, or kids? Those are going to be great people to offer a couple different products that we carry to those kinds of people. Are they constantly on the go, and do they need a break? Because depending on what they need and what they want will determine how you offer something to them, like a party. Would they welcome a reason to take a night off to relax? I certainly, if Nancy were my customer, she just moved yesterday, right? I'd be like, Nancy, oh my gosh, how is the move? And she would share how tired and exhausted she is. And I'd say, girl, you need a night off. I would love to treat you to some Scentsy soak if you wanted to do like a bingo night in a couple weeks. What do you say? That would be my approach to Nancy, because I know she just moved. She has sore muscles. And our Himalayan salt and Epsom salt, is that how you say it? In the Scentsy soak is good for sore muscles.
And I would take you up on it in a heartbeat.
See what I mean? Because I know her as she's not really my customer, but if she were, I know her enough. I've paid attention that that's not my angle, but I know that offering her that would be something very appealing to her. So you have to do the same thing for everybody that you want to offer a party to. Are they a sports person? Maybe they need laundry stuff. oh my gosh, that laundry has to be terrible. I would love to gift you a free laundry liquid, da 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 da. Or I'm sure that stuff smells stinky. I would love to gift you a washer with whatever. If you wanted to host a party, and that's probably appealing to somebody who has stinky laundry. What is it that you think they might need or want? Does something scream their name in the catalog because it totally fits their style, or maybe it reminds you of them? And that's how you approach them, by what Scentsy can offer them. And what problem will having Scentsy in their life, what problem will that solve? Like, what product that we have will solve that problem that they have. Does that make sense? When they're motivated and connected to the benefits, they'll get so much more from having a party or an event or whatever you want to call it. They will be that much more successful because they're motivated, and someone versus someone who just said yes because they wanted you to stop asking them. Fine, I'll do it. And those people probably won't even show up to their own party. I've had it happen. I mean, we all started it somewhere, and we all had to learn different ways in which to word things. So I'm hoping that my tips will avoid some of that for you. So recap. You need to take action. Parties are not going to just show up magically on your calendar. You got to sit in that fear for a second. Deep breath, outrageous courage, and just ask. Hear the no, embrace the no. The more no's you hear, the more success you'll have and you'll find. You're going to use Facebook to be social and share your Scentsy life so that those algorithms will reward you, and you'll get lots of engagement so that when you are sharing Scentsy, you're going to have better responses to that and more people will see it. You're going to offer parties and highlighting the benefits as to why they should host a party or whatever, again, you want to call it. Bonus, if you can leave the word party out of it, the better. That's awesome. So here's some prep work to do. Now that you guys know all that little background, the prep work is going to be set a goal. However many, let's say I use the goal for earlier, or the example earlier, where if you have a $400 party, you get $100 from it if you're a certified consultant or above, because it's 25%. So however many parties that you want to get, that's your goal, right? Times that number, right? Hold on. However much money you want to make, income, times that number by 10 people, right? Yeah, there we go. Did I say that wrong? Sorry. Okay, hold on. One more time. Set a goal. So let's say you want to make $500 in 1 month. That's 5 parties. Multiply that number by 10 people. That's how many people you're going to need to ask. So let's say you want to make $500. Again, that is 5 parties. There we go. 5 parties, $500. It's a $400 party. So we're aiming for times 10 people. You're going to need to ask 50 people. You're going to need to talk to and offer 50 people. Oh my gosh. Times 5 times 10. Oh my gosh. You guys, if I can do this, you can do this. Okay, so now you got to decide too. Prep work. Get your calendar out. Highlight the days that you're available. You don't want to make this work in you have to make Scentsy work for you. So you can't offer parties on days you're not available or you don't want to work. Let's say the weekends are for you and your family. That's a choice you get to make. Don't offer weekends. You're not available weekends because that's your precious time with your family, or however you want to figure that out. Highlight when you're available. Make it work for you. Make it beneficial to you and your family. Choose the style of offerings you're going to offer. That's a little redundant, but you get what I mean. Are you going to do basket parties? Are you going to do bingo parties? Are you going to do text parties? There's so many different ideas. You got to go onto YouTube and find what works best for you, what you love, and then get really good at it. You're going to probably need to give yourself a little grace at the beginning because it might be something new that you're trying. But get really good at it. Try different things. See what works best for you. Try it on for size. And then do that really, really good and offer that the best. Because if you really love it, you're probably really good at it, and your friends, your customers are going to really love it. Your friends too. All right, that's your prep work. Now that you have your party prepped and you know how and what you're going to offer, here are some ideas to get you some leads. And again, if you're not writing this down, I would. Oh, here's Amanda. Sorry, I didn't see Amanda. Okay, so here we are. You're gonna host your own party is idea number 1. Why would anyone want to host a party if you're not willing to host one yourself? Really good idea right now, because we're about 2.5 weeks away from the new catalog. You can offer a last chance first glance party. So that would be like you host whatever kind of style party you want, call it the last chance first glance. Their last chance to get stuff from the fall and winter catalog. And if they order from the fall and winter catalog, they get first glance at the new catalog. And maybe you say something like, hey, and the first 3 people who book a party with me from the new catalog, and you don't get to see it until you order if you decide you want to. And everything is on sale, by the way. I think, take that back. Every wax is on sale, minus the sleep collection. So if you also book a party with me, or the first 3 people who book a party with me will be very happy that they do. And that's the first glance. So they get first dibs at the new catalog. That's exciting. You want to host this towards the end of January, of course. Show people, we have about 10 minutes left, so I'm gonna hurry. Show people how easy it can be, and share some behind the scene photos of how much fun you're having as a host. In my Facebook party style, for like how I do Facebook parties, I always make a post where I'm inviting people to pick a number, and it's always themed for the month. And anybody who picks a number, I say special announcement that basically if you can't afford what's on your wish list, pick a number, you'll get a special message from me. I offer them something for hosting a party, and I'm always aiming to book a party from a party. I always want something, like I want to replace that party in my calendar with a future party. Also, when I offer people, or when people are ready to order, I don't just send them my link to shop. I do not ever want them just to go directly to my website and shop. I always offer them, hey, I want to make sure that you're getting the best deal. Send me your list, screenshot what you like, what you want to order. I'm going to make sure you get the best deal. That way, when they come to me with their list, I can say, well, you could get this for free and half price. But if they're not interested, that's cool. That's no problem. I take their money, no problem. And then I ask them, is there anything that's on your wish list that you didn't get tonight? What's on your wish list that you didn't get to order? Ding, ding, ding. That's another reason to have a party in the future. Yay. So you have a lead there. They might not say yes tonight, but they might say yes in the future. Now, idea number 2, you're going to order next time you place an order for less shipping, order the cotton cleanups if you don't already have one. Have them and demo how they work on Facebook Live. Just show them how you change your wax with a cotton cleanup. And then in your live say, if you're interested in getting a pack of 25 of these, show the pack for free, let me know. That's all you say. So people are going to be like, me, I want some for free, because people love free stuff, right? But you haven't told them how or why. You're not offering it to them for free. You're just saying, if you're interested in learning how, let me know. So then you tell them in a private message, because again, this is a personal special. You say, if you take a catalog, word for word, pause this in the recording if you're watching the recording. If you take a catalog and my scent samples, doesn't have to be full-size testers, you can just give them like 10 samples if you make 10 different sample scents, and you collect $200 from your family and friends in a 2-week period. It's up to them how they do that. I will give you a pack of these for free. Plus, Scentsy's going to give you some free Scentsy money and to spend, and you get some stuff half off. One more time without pause. If you take a catalog and my scent samples and you collect $200 from your family and friends in a 2-week period, I will give you a pack of these for free. Plus, Scentsy is going to give you some free Scentsy money to spend, and you get some stuff half off. That's hard to say no to, right? Idea number 3, find photos of warmers in real life that are discontinuing and ask people, like make a post. If you could choose any one of these warmers or items to get for free, which would you choose? People are going to comment, because again, it's inviting them to reply. Then when they say, I want that warmer for free, oh, that one's gorgeous, I need that in my life, then you're going to use the perpetual party reward to offer it to them for free, or you cover the difference, say, I totally give that to you for half price, or I'll, however you want to figure that out, however you could offer it to them for a better deal. And then you can set a goal even to let them earn it for free or if you set a goal with for their party orders, they could earn it completely for free without anything out of your pocket, which is always nice if you don't have extra to spend. You can even, go to Facebook photo search, and then you can find, like, type in the Scentsy, and then the warmer name, and you can usually find pictures like that. As long as it doesn't have anybody's details or websites, it should be good. We share things all the time. We even have an album on our team page of Scentsy in action that you can go use those pictures too. Idea number 4, say this to somebody. Hey, and use their name. Don't say, hey, darling, or hey, babe, or hey, friend. Use their name, because it's so much more personal. They will know it's not a script. And if you make it sound like you change what I'm about to say to make it sound like you, that will be better. So, hey, use their name. I'm not sure if you're running low on Scentsy wax or anything else, but I thought I would offer. I have $50 in product credit that I can give away with an event this month. See that I didn't say a party, an event. It's yours if you're interested. So what you would do is, I'm like, Danielle, I don't have $50 to give to them. So this is going to be either host rewards. I tell them if they ask me, if they question, like, how are you going to do that? I say, hey, you can either have the $50 product credit, or you can have the half price and the free credit from the party, whichever is better. Obviously, if it's more than, like, if this is going to be better, if the party rewards are better, you're going to let them have those. But if they only had a mediocre party, it's $20 free credit. You're going to use those host rewards to get that $50 thing that they want for less. Or things that equal $50, you're using the host rewards to get that for less. So it's not very much out of your pocket. Idea number 5, take a scroll through the new catalog and have the list of people that you think are going to be your dream hosts. These are people who are very active on social media. They would benefit from Scentsy things, whatever that might mean to them. And they have maybe a lot of friends. Flip through the catalog, the new catalog, and think about them. What product do you think that they would fall in love with? What screams their name? You're going to screenshot or take a picture of that item, and you're going to write their name with some sort of photo editing app. You are going to then text them that picture with their name on a warmer and said, oh my God, I was flipping through the new catalog and this has your name written all over it. And it really literally does. It's going to make them laugh. It's kind of corny. I totally get it. And if you don't like it, you don't have to use this idea. I think it's hilarious. They're going to laugh. And if they really, truly love it, if you've done a really good job of, like, nailing what they would love, they're going to ask how much it is. And you go in with it could be free. It could be half price, or maybe you want to get it for even a bigger discount and, become a consultant. So here's the thing. When you get a yes, you have to get it on paper right then and there. You have to get a date on paper. So use we have 2 minutes left, 2.5. Use the 2 offer question method. I don't know if that's an official word for it, but in other words, say they say yes to a party, an event, a bingo night, a girls' night in, whatever. You're going to say, awesome, does this month work better or next? Or if you're not booking parties next month, like for whatever reason, say, does this month work better or March? I don't know. I wouldn't book parties that far in advance, but you get the point. Then when they say this month works great, actually, great, awesome. Because then you can get the stuff that's the Scentsy wax that's half, or that's 10% off. Then you're going to give them 2 options again. Do weeknights work better for you? Or weekend nights work better for you? So you're not telling them, go check your calendar and come back to me with dates. No. You're giving them 2 choices, so they have to pick one or the other. It makes it so much easier, less work on them, less stressful, and you're gonna way more easily get a party date booked. When you get the party date booked, they're way more likely to go through with it. If they say, I have to go check my calendar, likely that party is not going to happen. It's just how it works. So then you say, oh great, weeknights work better. I do parties on Wednesday and Thursdays nights, because those are the only party days that I do. I don't do anything on Tuesday night, because usually that's for you guys. So then you say, okay, Wednesday or Thursday. Okay, they think they like what Thursday's better. So then you look at your calendar. What are the closest dates to Thursday that fit in their preference. You're not going to offer them the 28th versus the 21st because you want you want your calendar filled up at the beginning of the month first, and then you can fill in the last half. Because from those parties at the beginning of the month, you have a chance to possibly book a party at the end of the month, which means your PRV for that month will be bigger. Makes sense. Of course, if like you can't do a party earlier in the month, then you just do whatever dates you have available. We have less than a minute. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments or real quick, or I can answer them in the, like when I post the recording, I'll answer them in the comments of that post. I'm so sorry I didn't have time for questions, but thank you guys so much for being here. It looks like we have just 4 people, one shy of being able to do a drawing. Hopefully our next team talk will be on Thursday the 26th. We are actually scheduling a booking blitz on Saturday. I'm going to make a post about it, but if you are free Saturday